Okay. Despite me starting late here, quite late, comparatively late on a Monday night, a long Monday I had. Despite all that, and this is almost for sure gonna take me at least 3 hours to do this labyrinth here. I'm choosing to do this. So yeah, no music intro. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. If I do yawn a bunch though, I have to get up to get water to keep myself awake somehow. Constantly drinking just copious amounts of water, then please forgive me. But we're gonna do it. We're here for the chapter 4 labyrinth of Master Detective Archives. Not only did I think of considering like pivoting what I was gonna stream tonight, I was also just about to just be like, you know what? No stream on a Monday, but despite all that, I'm here. I need to see the ending here to The Imperfect Insider. And who doesn't like a good labyrinth stream, you know? Who doesn't? We must see what happens to Coco Head and Vivia and set ourselves up for the final chapter. I'm pretty sure I keep saying that I thought I checked a long time ago, but I don't. I now at this point just refuse to check anymore. I think there's only 5 chapters. Well, there was a prologue thing, so it's like 6 total. Kinda. Turn it up a bit, maybe? See this? Is Vivia gonna like the labyrinth scene setting? Perhaps? Maybe? She's just gonna want to die?
Again with the falling. Why can't it ever be a gentle landing? Oh, Vivia. This is called the Mystery Labyrinth.
So, this place is a physical manifestation of mysteries from the case?
You can tell?
Wow, he's so
well,
smart.
Anyway, this actually isn't my forte. It's...
Due to the power of death. Her, right?
Huh?
Wow, we don't have to fast forward and explain it all to him.
So you really could see me this whole time.
He could?
It's due to my spiritual affinity.
It's because I'm a
Ever since
vampire.
I was young, I've been able to see otherworldly things. My forte was gained through training that innate talent. Though, I wasn't able to see her clearly like this before. I could tell you were talking to some haze following you around, but that was it. Until one day, I used my spectral projection at the agency and saw that death god clear as crystal. After that, I did some research. I discovered that the WDO underground book vault held something called the Book of Death. And also, that someone had taken it.
Did I take it? Before I lost my memories?
I don't know. Since you're a rookie, I doubt you'd have access to the book vault. Only a handful of people have WDO clearance for that.
Just a handful?
Anyway, you've been using this ability to solve the other cases up till now, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, this is also related to the mysterious deaths of all those culprits?
Don't ask me about that.
My guess is, clearing a labyrinth, a materialization of a mystery, causes its true perpetrator to die. If that's the case, you've killed a lot of people with your own hands, Yuma.
Well, I didn't really kill anyone. It's just what happens when...
Nope. I may be the one reaping their souls, but the blood is still on your hands.
What? Hey!
No point in pretending to be a goody two-shoes. You're risking your life to solve these mysteries.
I see. So you're determined to do this, huh? Sorry, but I don't think I have that kind of conviction myself.
All right, well.
I think I'll take a nap here while you go and risk your life.
Thanks, Evia.
You can sleep if you want, but you won't be able to get out.
Is that so?
If you're not with Master when and if he solves the labyrinth, this place will collapse around you. Well, if you don't have any regrets in the real world, you're free to die here.
Regrets. I don't have any of those. But there are still some things I've left unfinished. Especially after you exposed the mystery of this case.
What do you mean by that?
I'll be perfectly clear. I'm just going to tag along. I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
I don't care what you do, just don't get in our way. Well, Master, let's do the usual.
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay.
Master,
Don't act like
are
you don't
ready
enjoy
to
this
give your
dance.
life for the truth?
I am.
Bum 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 bum. Now give me this hand and put it in my mouth. I don't want to put it in your mouth. Oh my god. Ah! That's my favorite part. Once I've claimed the sword.
Is that sword for cutting through mysteries?
Once it claims the sword, I
This
love
must be pretty dangerous.
I love the I don't know what he did. What is it? A choir of people making of some vague I don't know what else to say. Vague ethnic singing. So, and then it does some chanting like after that. Ballet.
Here you go, Master. Here's your solution.
Hello. Hello.
Is that key something like a clue for the case?
No, Vivia, it's not.
Wow. Looks like you're ready to go.
Sounds good. Glad to see you still. Hope you had a great Monday. So you're ready to go. I am ready to go.
More of a downer? Whatever. I'm gonna ignore you.
Yep. See you another stream. Could you be more of a downer? Alright,
So
she's just
let's
like
go and unriddle this mystery labyrinth.
slept through punch the whole day. That sounds like a good day in my eyes. Although maybe not productive, so that's maybe a bummer. But also a full day of sleep sounds really nice to me. Oh. Well, at the very least, hopefully you were able to catch up on sleep. I would assume if you slept that long, you were probably a tired person. Oh, yeah. Good point. Good point. My bad. It's my fault. I'm to blame. It was me and Alien Squatter that that's to blame.
Let's hunt down this culprit who preys on the truth.
We have to walk? This is unbearable.
We have to walk?
Come on! You're bumming me out here.
Don't you sleep around 7 or 8? A good old fashioned day sleeper.
I thought you were gonna ignore him.
Oh, that's smart. So you just knocked it out, and then was like, all right, now I can pass out. Smart. All right, see ya. Sounds good. See ya. Close.
Say, Vivia.
Oh, I gotta review my solution keys. We gotta do that. That actually, I think, ended up helping us last chapter. Picture of Vivia. Look at Vivia. Look at Vivia. Look at Desico. Look at Desico. Fink the Slaughter Artist. Talent murder. Talent murder. Love that. Huesca. Mental arithmetic is his talent. How nerdy. Ah, there's more. I'm just over here trying to clear them. It's probably, yeah, things on here probably. Nope, there's more on this page. Got him. All right, let's look at those solution keys here. How many do we got? 25. All right. Airlock decontamination device. Lid is barred. There's a hinge to make it easy to open and close. Device exists to prevent leakage from the toxic. Right. Makes sense. Toxic gas. It's bacterial. Gas masks don't work. Hold breath. Absorb through skin. 30 minutes after exposure. Anyone to force their way through toxic gas chamber would need a spacesuit. Okay. Door of the panel. Since Amapel's arm had to be retracted, took time to enter. Fell over rather suddenly when I was about to enter. There are no steps or obstacles, so it's presumed to have been knocked by the fleeing culprit. High voltage. 9 panels. Special order. Decontamination device. Another one. Cover on one of the panels. The cover of the one in the panel chamber cannot open or close. Okay, so this one can't open or close. Stab wounds in the back. 3 stab wounds. One still has a knife. That is Fink's knife. Easy. Same knife was found next to Chief Yako. Big project canceled 3 years ago. It became complete shut-in. I remember I had my theories come about. Maybe it wasn't Dr. Huesca in there at all, but I won't jump to conclusions tonight. He had hearing issues, so severe he could be considered deaf, but he was able to read lips to communicate with others. I don't even remember that being said, but I'm gonna trust. I'm gonna trust that was said at some point. Refused to speak to Makoto since he wears a mask. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe it was said during that thing. Okay. Oh, maybe towards the very beginning. Yeah, I remember the mask part. Shoe print on the head. Yes. Doctor's notes. Diagram of the person being splashed with sulfuric acid. Stored food. Not much of either. There's yawn. I told you it was going to happen. Holy shit. We're just now starting. There's a tiny vent in the critical lab with the covers fixed in place not large enough for a person to pass through. Storage key. Yomi manages the storage room. Missing file. Old research logs. Floor plan, especially top secret, was found hidden behind a house plant. The house plant near the murder of Yako, like it was hiding. Photo of a young man and woman. White lab coat, man cannot be recognized. Yako's statement. Testified the hitman attacked him. Critical labs, security. Oh, separate power. Sure. Riders with blackout researcher near the critical room went inside to turn the power back on. Dark silhouette. Must have been a hitman. Death threat. According to Vivius, there's never been a case where Fink the Slaughter artist issued a death threat. Sure. His design. A mic can be used. Ball-shaped arms. Remember that. Ghost form. Traits. Cannot touch anything. Cannot take over someone else's body, nor can it be heard. Her forte. Reversing time consumes a lot of energy. If time has been turned back once, it cannot be turned back beyond that point. Sure. Security log. Disabled an hour ago. Doctor's email records. Great. Okay.
Do you remember anything about the case?
Vaguely remember everything.
You mean Dr. Huesca's murder?
It'll be easy.
Or are you talking about when Chief Yako was attacked?
Oh yeah, I got advanced
You
dialogue. I
remember?
forgot.
Everyone else that came here lost their memories.
That's pretty rare. Must be because of his whole spiritual thing.
So the others lost their memories. That's why no one remembers this death god.
How rude of them. It's thanks to yours truly that those cases got solved.
That reminds me, I used my coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia. But Vivia is the only one who came into the mystery labyrinth.
I guess coalescence got overwritten. Maybe it only takes the most recent ability. I don't know either.
You don't know? But coalescence is your power, Shinigami.
Relax, will ya? Minor detail.
You would have been better off with Fubuki. She would have been far more useful for this case.
It doesn't matter anyway. No one can use their forte here.
Oh. So now I really don't have to do anything. Thank
It's
goodness.
like, more excuse for me to be lazy.
Jeez! You ever think your lack of motivation could be contagious?
Hey, relax.
There's the door.
Ooh, there's that mystery!
No, don't slice at me. Oh, she did it again.
I wish they wouldn't spring out of nowhere like that.
I thought this labyrinth would only require your wits. But it looks like it's going to take more than that, Yuma.
Well, he doesn't have a whole lot of wits, so he doesn't have a choice.
Huh? Why didn't a problem appear?
Not only was there no problem, no choice appeared either. Master, maybe you don't even know which mystery to start with to solve this case.
Yeah, there's so many unknowns. I'm honestly feeling lost right now.
Come on! You gotta know where to start with this stuff, or you won't be able to solve a single thing. Let's decide that for now. What's the first mystery of this case?
The first mystery is the fact that Dr. Huesca was murdered in a completely locked room with no way in or out. The doctor was located deep in the critical lab, behind layers of security.
I'm telling you, he was already dead.
And yet,
Easy.
he was found stabbed to death. We were the first to discover the body. At the time, we were controlling the robot, Amapel. Because of that, we were thought to be the culprits. But we obviously aren't. So how did the culprit get in and out of the doctor's lab? That's what I don't know.
But the culprit is definitely the hitman, right?
I think so, but I'm not absolutely sure. Besides, even if the hitman did it, there's the question of who hired him. But there's no doubt the hitman stabbed Chief Yako. That's the only thing I'm absolutely certain about.
He's saying that so confidently, it's probably incorrect, right? That's the only thing I'm certain about.
Peacekeeper?
3 hours later. Oh, fuck, I was wrong.
Kanai Ward's garbage. What are you doing here?
Yomi Hell Smile.
So the director of the Peacekeepers is here.
Yeah, but he's just part of the mystery labyrinth.
I figured. In other words, he's a monster created from the labyrinth, right?
Right.
You pieces of shit. Disturbing the peace of Kanai Ward!
Oh, look at his design.
This guy doesn't seem like an easy opponent.
But we have no choice. For Chief Yako, for everyone.
You killed Dr. Huesca, didn't you? Turn yourselves in so I can torture you to death!
No, thank you. I say no. Here I go again. Security power supply, shoe print.
You're the
Shoe print on the head. Bacterial. I'm gonna guess it.
ones who killed Dr. Weska. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab.
No, I didn't.
And then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active. It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active. In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder.
Oh, I jumped
Which
wrong.
makes you the culprit.
Okay, there was so much things said there. Yeah, it would have been pretty tough to get through the security system and enter the critical lab. But the doctor died before we got inside, which means there had to have been an intruder. Now let's take another look at the solution keys. Okay, there had to be... I'm still not convinced. This.
You're the ones who killed
We just
Dr.
gotta take a
Wesker.
try, right?
You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab,
No. What are these worms?
and then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active.
It's not that. Fuck.
Come on.
Security system was definitely still active. That's why you guys worked so hard to disarm it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The doctor was already dead by the time we got past security and went inside.
Then
It must mean someone else went into the critical lab before you guys, right? Okay, so maybe it is the footprint. Damn it, I outthought myself.
You're the ones who killed Dr. Wesker.
I forget how to actually switch without going into that screen, but...
You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab, and then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active.
Yeah, I don't know why I
It's
slashed
impossible
at
to
that.
bypass the system while it's active.
Wait, that's the wrong one? No, 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 no!
Yeah.
No, 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 no. No, no. I'm already failing.
You're the
I'm
ones
already
who
doing
killed Dr.
shit.
Wesker.
Here I go again. Nope. God.
You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab,
Am I supposed to slash at that?
and then murdered him inside.
Maybe I'm supposed to slash at that.
Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active.
It's not that.
It's impossible to bypass the system while
But
it's
do I
active.
slash at that?
In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder.
Okay, it's gotta be this. Damn.
The truth.
Fuck. Fuck. Starting off pretty rough. I'll admit.
When the body was first discovered, Amapel was about to enter the doctor's lab. But something bumped into it and knocked it over.
Gotta get my head in the game.
In fact, there was a mark on Amapel's head, like someone kicked it. That mark wasn't there when we borrowed it. It's proof that someone else was in the lab.
You call that evidence? Is bullshit the only thing that comes out of that mouth? Don't make me laugh. Shit. There was an intruder?
No, I didn't mean to. Ow, 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 my god. Oh my god, I can't duck that. I'm being.
In fact, you proved that yourself.
My claim doesn't hold up.
Get fucked.
What do you mean? We proved there wasn't an intruder.
You still don't understand? Don't make me laugh.
Lab map.
If there was...
Barred, but has a hinge to make it easy to open and close.
There's another intruder. Then where did they go?
It's gotta be this one then.
By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical lab.
It might be that.
There's no way they got past you. Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed it? That's
Or that,
obviously
maybe?
impossible.
No, I didn't mean to.
Isn't that funny? You just proved you committed the crime.
Right.
Standing on the way to the lab after disabling. How could the culprit have hidden from us? For now, check the solution case. You might find a useful clue.
If there was another intruder, then where did they go?
It's gonna be one of those two I pointed out.
By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right?
Not that.
There's no place to hide in the critical lab.
Fuck you.
Slash through this mystery.
I'll slash through this mystery.
There's a hiding spot. It's inside the airlock's decontamination device. The vents cover can be easily removed, and there's just enough space for someone to fit inside. If they hid inside the decontamination device, we wouldn't have seen them when we arrived at the scene.
So what? You've got it all wrong anyway. Everything is wrong. Your existence is all wrong. Have fun chasing that fake truth you found.
I will, thank you. I will have fun. Or my name isn't Coco Head.
We managed to defeat him this time, but it's not over yet.
He sure is persistent, huh?
Anyway, there's no doubt someone else was inside the doctor's lab. So let's unravel each mystery one at a time.
All right, we'll get it this time.
Come on, why does it have to be so sudden?
Okay, now that we've wedged our way into this mystery, we just gotta head through the labyrinth and reach the truth.
God, there's a big part of me that just wants to select no right here.
Right here!
I think technically, my working theory right now is that there was technically an intruder, just not at the moment.
We're just
That-
now getting to the point. What a pain.
Like it wasn't at all in that one moment. I think someone was chilling in that room. Or Wesker was like dead for a long time. Months maybe.
Hey, don't sigh. This is a good thing.
Sorry.
Anyway, let's head inside.
Hope I'm not wrong.
There was an intruder for sure. We know someone bumped into Amapal.
The culprit probably hit Amapel on their way out. After that, they must have intended to leave the lab. couldn't because we were in the front chamber. So they hid inside the decontamination device to avoid us.
So, if you checked inside the decontamination device on the way to the scene, you would have caught the culprit then and there.
Yeah, but it was an emergency and we had no idea they were in there.
It's super lame to make up excuses, Master.
It's not an excuse, but it is true. If I had thought about why Amapel was knocked over at that time, I would have realized the culprit was in there. We could have waited in ambush or searched for them.
Hindsight is 20/20 and all that.
And if I'd caught the culprit then, Chief Yako wouldn't have gotten stabbed.
Master, wallowing in regret is even lamer. If you have time for that, you have time to keep going.
Right.
Pressed the button on accident. I was pressing random buttons thinking I could like just slash at the air with like my sword for some reason. Then I pressed the bring up menu button. Silly me.
Really? Another fork in the path.
Seems like we're finally at the central question. This is the first step to solving how the culprit committed an impossible murder.
I leave the rest to you. I'm going to read a book or something.
You can bring your own stuff into the mystery labyrinth?
He's just special.
Yeah, don't think about it too hard. Okay, I don't think deactivated security by cutting power works. Because the whole thing was that there was a backup. It was on his backup power, right? Never entered in the first place. Invited in by the doctor. Never entered in the first place? That sounds... I can see why like the thought train might go that way. And I wouldn't be surprised if the game does this to me. But I'm gonna say I think it's invited by the doctor. I think... Oh, this is probably gonna be a foolish selection. Here I go. Don't be wrong. Please. Please.
The doctor invited the culprit
This looks
in?
wrong.
But why?
This looks wrong.
Things are so muddled now because we're assuming the culprit forced their way inside. If the culprit was invited to the lab, then he
think I'm
easily
gonna
would
be
have been
wrong.
able to enter.
So you think the doctor disabled the security? He wouldn't need it if he was expecting a guest.
Uh-oh.
Huh? A
Oh
trap?
no.
So
No.
Yuma? Well, I already knew that before you entered.
Oh, shut up, Vivia.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
You wanted me to tell you? You should have said so earlier. People only grow by learning from past mistakes, which is why I purposely...
The hell are these people?
Master, we have to get out of here!
How do we get out?
Use logic to show how this route is the wrong one!
All right, I'll try.
Wait, I have to... Why is invited in by the doctor not correct? Oh, security. Well,
The log on the doctor's computer didn't show any signs of security getting shut down. If that's the case, he certainly didn't cut security just to let someone in.
but I didn't pick that one. What are you talking about? I didn't pick that one. I picked the invited in, not the cut security one. Come on, game.
Well, I may have messed up, but at least we got a little closer to the truth.
For fuck's sake.
Maybe, but if you hadn't messed up in the first place, you wouldn't have to come up with such a lame excuse.
I know.
I didn't
I'll
pick
do
that.
better next time.
I didn't pick security got cut. Why is the game treating me like I'm an idiot? Come on. Come on. That's not on me. I picked the solution that I wanted to be correct to prove my theory correct. Do you know what I mean? That he was invited long time ago. So that's why I picked it. Alright, I'm gonna go middle then. Although this is strange. If this is wrong. I'd be so pissed. I get sent to the green room again. Oh no.
Never entered? But you said there's no doubt the
What
culprit was
the
inside.
hell? Wait, what? Did I
The
misread?
intruder is not the culprit after all.
So you're saying that the doctor committed suicide?
No.
If the
Take me
doctor
back.
committed suicide,
Take me back.
then the culprit wasn't the intruder,
Take me.
the doctor himself.
But if the doctor did it,
I don't want to be
would
here.
be no intruder. The doctor was already in the lab.
I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in there. No. Wait, what is this game saying?
This route is wrong too? Again?
No need to worry, Yuma. I don't mind it at all if we can't find a way to move forward.
Sheesh. Even I'm losing motivation. You can take care of this on your own, can't you, Master?
Don't let him influence you!
Wait, is it designed? I'm supposed to get all these wrong?
That's right. The doctor was stabbed 3 times in the back. One stab would have indicated that he held the knife in place, then fell on it to kill himself. But he couldn't have made 3 wounds like that. There's no way it was a suicide.
I'll feel a lot better about myself if they were all designed to be like I'm supposed to get it
No
wrong.
excuses, Master. Do it again.
Because I thought the whole thing
You're
was the power.
tired, Yuma. Why don't you lie down for a bit?
Resting here wouldn't help me at all.
I really don't need Vivia giving me sass. That's the one thing I don't need in this moment when I am physically and mentally and emotionally tired after this long Monday. I don't need Vivia telling me how to live my life when I am designed to fail, assumingly. I'm having to pick this just so the game can prove a point to me. It's not fair. They send me to the
culprit
blue
used
room.
the blackout to slip past security and into the lab. That answer is pretty simple. Almost too simple.
Oh my god, it's the statue dancing men.
Huh? What? This was the last route!
This labyrinth is a tricky one. It's like one of those old detective novels. Perhaps you're the real culprit, Yuma.
Really, Master?
Of course not! Focus! We need to get out of here!
Well, definitely after the first one, I was like, oh wow, I
The
really
doctor
picked
said
wrong.
The critical lab was on a separate grid.
Second one, and I'm
The
like,
lab
oh, it's
switchboard
designed to be like
wasn't
this.
in the electrical room. The security wouldn't shut off, even if there was a blackout in the building.
Oh, the game wants me to feel
What's
stupid.
going on? Were all 3 routes wrong?
I wonder what it means.
My controller was being weird there for a sec. Wait, does the thumb thing... Whatever. I shouldn't just be messing with my Joy-Cons. It's like doing a click that isn't there, but whatever. I know the Joy-Cons are funky anyway. Oh, there was a hidden fourth option. Oh,
Hey, there's another door.
of course.
I get it! Since we proved that every possibility was wrong, a new one has appeared.
Interesting. The mystery labyrinth not only materializes the case, but also changes based on your investigation.
Vivia can't hide that he's interested in what's happening.
Right. Something felt off
He's
about those other
losing.
routes. It's almost like we were forced to choose the wrong way.
But by eliminating each wrong answer one by one, you opened the path to the right answer.
You sound disappointed.
Who cares? Let's just see what's in the final route!
Entered and killed.
They use spectral projection to enter and kill him?
What?
Then, the culprit is... I can't believe the culprit entered the labyrinth with us. That's never happened before. How dare you trick me! There is no escape! Once the mystery labyrinth is solved, the culprit will be judged! Master, let's finish up this mystery labyrinth and boom kill this dude!
Hold on!
No, it's being presented to us too early. It can't be the correct answer. That's not how this works.
Huh? Another trap?
That's why I said to wait. There's no way Vivia's the culprit.
Then, prove it and beat this thing!
Who are all these, like, Socrates men?
I won't be convinced until you do!
Why do I think of Socrates hopping around on one foot? Entered and killed is wrong because... Oh yeah, ghost form traits. Duh. Too easy. Too easy.
To begin with, nothing can be touched while in ghost form. He couldn't have held the murder weapon, the knife. So it's not possible that he stabbed the doctor. Now do you trust Vivia?
Master.
No.
I've said this 1,000 times, but a detective must suspect everything. Besides, it's his fault for being so sketchy. The way he looks, how he talks, everything is super suspicious.
Sorry. I do try to stay out of sight.
Anyway, let's go back.
Surely there's a fifth door. What a silly mechanic.
If he's not the culprit, then we're back to square one.
What a silly mechanic.
Let's try going back to the fork in the path. Maybe something else changed. Nothing's
Show me
changed.
door number 5.
There aren't any new doors. What? There's nowhere to go? What was the point of eliminating all the other paths?
Come on.
Don't start with that again. How about you help us for a change? You better cooperate, unless you want to get chopped up by Master Solution Blade.
Hold on, Shinigami.
I don't want to get chopped up. I dislike pain immensely. But you know, the journey up to now wasn't a waste. We did eliminate many possibilities.
But that means nothing if we can't reach the truth.
Nothing? Why do you want the truth in the first place?
Huh?
Let's get philosophical.
It's easy to say you want the truth. But are you sure you can handle it? No matter how cruel that truth may be?
Is it gonna be that Yako is the what is his name? Fink?
Can I handle it?
I'm still not sure if you're the kind of person who can. I bet you're not sure either. That's why you're still so hesitant.
If it is, I'm gonna be bummed.
This mystery labyrinth also reflects your reluctance. Maybe that's why you can't reach the truth.
What are you talking about? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I won't hesitate to expose the truth.
So you still haven't realized it? Guess you're not quite there yet. Well, that's fine for now. But eventually, you'll be forced to make a choice. When that happens, you have to prove your conviction and expose the truth. Like you said.
Enough nonsense. Let's find some clues.
As an apology for the distraction, let me tell you something. This labyrinth appears to change shape by reflecting our investigation. So, instead of following the revealed path, isn't it possible to carve your own path?
Carve my own path? That's right, Shinigami! We can create new routes with our own deductions. Maybe we can do it here.
Sometimes, just a slight change in perspective is enough to completely change how you see things.
So if I change my perspective here, I might see something new. I see. I was so focused on how to overcome the security system. But that's not right. I need to change my perspective and think about who could have overcome it.
Don't box yourself in with your own assumptions.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
I hate when the anemic vampire tells us what to do. But if Master wants to, then fine. I'll lend you my power. Lay it all out, Master.
Oh, hell yeah. Our favorite. Let's go. Spelling. Take me to this island, man. Alright, here we go. I like that little picture of Shinigami in the barrel there. That's a good one. Who is capable of overcoming the security system? Eat this.
Twirling, twirling.
I was immune to poison, no matter how toxic, right? So how do I spell this? Is it Amapal? It's like A-M. I got tripped up again because I forgot again that you could do 2 letters in each thing. So do I go this then? Go, go, go! Gadget! Barrel spelling. Why do I feel like early game barrel puzzles were really fucking difficult? And then it's like these ones are like the most simplest things ever. What is up with that? Why were like the first 2 barrel puzzles we had in this game? Like, why was I so bamboozled by those? Oh, we got a Zelda do noise.
A new route appeared.
This is all thanks to me.
Perhaps I said too much. Well, nothing has been solved yet.
I wish you'd express yourself a little better. How can we tell if you're happy or sad?
I've never been happy or sad in my entire life.
That's a good line.
I want to die someday.
This guy's hopeless.
Anyway, let's explore this new route.
Go up the stairs. Go up the stairs. Don't have time to talk to you, Shinigami.
When you think about who could get past security, the only option we know of is Amapal.
True. And that's how we were able to get through security ourselves.
So Amapal did the killing.
It's just a toy robot, right? How is it related to the case?
I don't know yet, but since Amapal can get through security, it must be important.
It's not gonna be the weird little man, or I shouldn't say little man. The short king.
It's sealed off here, too.
Short king, no.
Hey, there's an intercom. Maybe someone will respond if you use it.
No way. Huh? Doctor?
Huh? Wait. What the? Wait. Who are you?
Huh?
Help! Somebody come help me!
Isn't this the footage of when the doctor was attacked?
Yeah, you're right.
The mystery materialized. It must be related to what the doctor just said. So the question is, who did the doctor say, "Who are you?" to? Well, I'll leave it to you.
Thanks,
How
yeah.
keep reading at a time like this?
Who are you? It's not Amapal. Doesn't make sense. No one? The culprit? It better.
I can certainly understand why you'd want to choose that. But wasn't security active at that point?
Vivia!
I considered all the various possibilities, but I couldn't figure out a way to get past the security. If I'm right, then there is no basis to infer that someone had entered the doctor's lab at this point, which means you can't say the doctor was directing those words to the culprit.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Alright, fine. I'm picking no one. Fuck it. It's old footage. Final answer, Regis.
The trap didn't activate. Does that mean we found the right answer? Huh? So the right answer is no one? Why would the doctor say, "Who are you?" if no one was there?
Senile.
The security was still active at the time, so no one could enter the doctor's lab, right? And that was before I borrowed Amapel. So the only explanation is that no one was there.
Why would he say that if no one was there?
I think if we go there, we'll find the answer.
What? That route's obviously just a side road. Who cares what the old geezer was thinking anyway?
But it looks like this is the only way we can go. Besides, I am curious about what was going through his mind. It could be an important factor in solving the mystery behind this case.
Still, being forced to take a side route is too much trouble. Makes me wish I was dead.
Get in there.
So, Master, do you have an idea about what the geezer was thinking?
Not yet, but I think it has to do with why he said, "Who are you?" I think the doctor was putting on an act.
An act? Really?
The doctor put on an act for a reason, but I have no idea why. We have to figure that out by going down this doctor's motive route.
He's here too?
You rats keep scurrying around. Do you really think you'll discover Dr. Weska's motive this way?
Yes.
Good luck with that, morons! He had no motive at all!
Well, he said there's nothing here. Let's head back.
We can't do that! If he's trying to block our path, then this route must be important.
Nah, fine.
I'm only here because you maggots piss me off. So, I'm gonna end you here and now!
Photo, doctor's email.
This was all part of the
Doctor's notes been splashed with acid. It's probably this, right? What was in the photo? No, we don't. It's too confusing.
doctor's plan? He didn't have a plan at all. That exchange on the intercom wasn't an act. There was no reason to put on a show. The doctor misunderstood. You probably don't know this. Weska put his soul into his work.
Oh, I got tripped up
The
there. That's
research
unfair.
was going well. The doctor
that's
was
gotta-
loyal to Amaterasu.
Fuck you! The words went topsy-turvy and got me. It's unfair.
Roger was planning on betraying Amaterasu Corporation. He was trying to escape
Cheap shot.
Kanai Ward. He said so in the messages he wrote.
You little...
Cheap shot.
Yomi's rebuttal? What was that? What was he trying to deny? Why was he covering up the doctor's motives?
It seems that this case involves the inner workings of Amaterasu.
Right. The doctor was going to betray Amaterasu. And whoever he was emailing knew that. So the doctor locked himself in the lab to protect himself from that person.
Perhaps the doctor's act had something to do with that. It's the security gate. Everything's locked up.
Which means this is a complex problem. We have to choose the right door and insert the correct solution key.
This is way more hassle than before. Guess I'll leave it to you, Yuma.
As always.
How did the doctor plan to escape? What does swapping places even mean? How did the doctor plan to escape? Terrorist bombing? Was that ever mentioned in the, like, emails? Go into hiding. Appears to be profit enough. It's too dangerous to leak research and confidential information any longer. I'm sure you intend to leave Kanai Ward. Doctor, don't tell me your plot and take the research and run. Other confidential. Dark silhouette passed through the shadows. Hi. Researcher claims it must have been the hitman. Maybe blackout? Terrorist bombing. We didn't even... I don't even know what swapping places exactly means. What happens if I click on these? Terrorist bombing. Okay, so maybe I can... Airlock. Okay, so that none of those make sense together, I'm gonna be honest. Swapping places. Swapping places. Can't be doctor's notes and swapping places. This is probably so wrong, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is bad.
Oh no.
This isn't the right solution key?
Calm down, Master. Check the contents of each solution key.
Only the doctor knew the details of the plan, so it should be in his notes.
Okay, I'm gonna go swapping places and his fucking... Sulfuric acid swapping places? No way, dude. What is swapping places? What do you mean swapping places? What do those two words in combination
The
mean?
door actually opened. I knew I could let Yuma handle it.
Are you sure you aren't a phantom?
Swapping places. Oh, I was thinking of that show, that old show back in the day. Trading Places, I think that was called. That's what I was thinking of.
So the doctor tried to swap places with someone else to escape from Amaterasu.
Sure.
The notes he left behind in the lab hinted at his plan.
You mean the diagram with the sulfuric acid being poured on someone?
Yeah, he was going to swap places with a corpse, then melt it with acid. He wanted to disfigure it beyond recognition. That's how he planned to fake his own death.
At the very least, did it buy him enough time to escape Kanai Ward? Or so he thought.
Wow! Melting a corpse with sulfuric acid? Yay! So cool and grotesque! So who was the substitute supposed to be?
Maybe the hitman. The doctor was under surveillance by Amaterasu, but he was still looking for a chance to escape. When he learned a hitman was after him, he figured his chance had arrived. The doctor was hoping to use the security system to kill the hitman and use the body as a decoy.
Now that I think about it, the doctor did seem to be waiting for the hitman to arrive.
The hitman hasn't arrived yet. When will he show up? Don't tell me this so-called first-rate hitman was captured by peacekeepers.
But the hitman never did show up. That's why the doctor had a sudden change of plans.
And that was the act he put on by asking, "Who are you?"
Perhaps that was a trap to lure you in, Yuma.
He was trying to lure Master?
He considered taking advantage of the detectives, since the hitman never showed up. So if he called for help, he would charge into the lab, not knowing anything about the security system, and thereby acquire the corpse he needed as his decoy.
That seems overly complicated. Like those guys who overthink asking girls out.
Can't relate.
Well, He couldn't have used another researcher. Someone would have noticed their absence.
Oh, I want to get on the escalator.
He needed visitors. People from outside to pull it off.
E equals MC squared is making me laugh there.
So if I didn't know about the security and had rushed into the lab...
You'd be a super sexy skeleton right now. Aw, so close.
You want that?
But the doctor's plan failed, and he actually got boom killed by the hitman. I get what he was trying to do, but what about the impossible murder?
Assuming the attack on the doctor was just an act when we saw him through the intercom, we at least know for sure the real attack hadn't happened yet.
In other words, the culprit entered the lab after that exchange. So the problem is, when did they actually enter?
I'm telling you, it was long ago. I'm actually not feeling that confident about saying that anymore, but I gotta keep up with the bit at this point. Whoa.
Where are we?
The hell?
This place is a real mystery. Then again, I suppose that checks out.
Huh? Shinigami?
Yeah! Master, this looks like an important turning point! So, is that your final answer?
I haven't said anything yet!
Culprit entered.
Master, you need to narrow down the timing for when the culprit got inside. Now then, here's our fateful fork in the road. It's life or death!
So the culprit might have gotten in. This goes back to something I think I said before. Might have gotten in when the door opened. If the culprit was already hiding in that one little area, and then we opened the door, and then we couldn't see because we couldn't turn our head with Amapal. You know what I mean?
We are at the crossroads of mystery and solution. This earth-shattering choice may be your last. Now, Master, which one will you choose?
Culprit entered the lab before Amapal. I think that has to be yes, though, still, right?
When I directed Amapal to go into the doctor's lab, he already had a knife stuck in him. Which means he was murdered before Amapal entered the doctor's lab.
Your answer?
Come on.
Is correct!
Yeah.
Congratulations, Master! Would you like to double down?
No.
What are you talking about? Anyway, let's keep going.
Why did we become cardboard puppets? Just
Little by little, we're narrowing down when the culprit entered.
Yeah, but we still don't know how yet. It had to be between when we spoke to the doctor over the intercom and when Amapal entered his lab. During that time, the culprit entered the doctor's lab and murdered him.
So the most likely time would be when you went to borrow Amapal, Master. The culprit had to have entered the lab then.
But Fubuki waited at the front chamber while Desuhiko and I went to borrow Amapal.
true.
She said no one entered or left the lab.
No, don't turn me into a puppet again. Oh. I was scared. Don't turn me into a puppet again.
Huh? We're back on the original path.
Maybe you're supposed to try opening that door now.
I'm sure that from here on out, it's not just about when, but also how the culprit got in. Yuma, there's no need to push yourself if things get too hard.
No, I can do it. I'm going to solve it.
This is a map of the critical lab.
So we have to determine where the culprit was before the murder.
We'll have to solve them one at a time. Let's start with this mystery.
If we know where the culprit was before they got in, this route will be clear too. Do you know where, Yuma?
It's gotta be in the hidey hole, right?
Uh,
Which of these had the hidey one? Was it this one? Or was it this one? I can't check the solution keys. I believe the hidey hole was in this one. Right? Oh, fuck. He was hiding in this. We came in. We probably opened the door here. It swung open. Where our Amapal's here. And then he comes rushing in. We can't see him. Hidey hole. Hidey hole? Okay. Don't mind me.
At least one detective was always in the front chamber, yes? So the...
Oh wait, did I pick the...
right.
Was the hidey hole in this one? Is it...
Here.
Oh, I missed that. I'm looking at the graph wrong.
Culprit must have been here.
My answer stands. It's a hidey hole. I thought, I don't know the layout of this fucking thing. This front entry. The long tunnel has the hidey thing, I think.
After the exchange on the intercom,
Fuck.
even there was always a detective at the front chamber.
I didn't know that was the front chamber. I thought that was just the first room.
When we went to borrow Amapel,
Damn it.
the culprit had to have already made their way inside. But the airlock is the only location that isn't affected by the security system. There. The culprit had to be inside that decontamination device before committing the crime.
This game just trying to knock me down, you know? Trying to make a fool out of me.
But I thought he was just hiding in there to avoid being spotted after the crime. So you think the culprit was in there before the crime too?
Yeah, the culprit was waiting for their chance. But we had no idea when we sent Amapel into the airlock.
And from there, Yuma, you guided Amapel to the doctor's lab. So the culprit entered the doctor's lab before then? How would that be possible? Only Amapel could get past security, right?
Yeah, that's the next big question.
Maybe the culprit used another Amapal unit.
No, the researcher mentioned there was only one functioning Amapel.
Which means the Amapel Yuma controlled was the only one that could get past security.
So the culprit must have taken advantage of Master's Amapal to get into the doctor's lab.
Yeah, that's the only way. But how did they use it? There's no solving the doctor's murder until we figure that out.
Well, I have an idea. Will you hear me out?
What is it?
How about giving up?
No, I take it back, Vivia. Shut your face.
Nope, motion denied.
You lose your speaking privileges, Vivia.
Another fork in the road? Such a complicated mystery labyrinth.
Beyond each problem lies the truth. We're definitely getting closer to the heart of this mystery.
What do you mean, how did the culprit use Amapau? As a weapon? It's a shield. Simplest answer. Come on. I'm not feeling good. It's probably shield, isn't it? I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good about this.
Do you think neither is really the right answer?
Yeah.
Given the process of elimination, that must be it. Amapel's hands aren't designed to hold anything, so it couldn't use the knife to murder the doctor. Which means Amapel wasn't the murder weapon, and the culprit couldn't have used it as a shield. It can't neutralize the toxic gas, and the high voltage shock would destroy it.
Okay.
So then, how did the culprit use Amapau?
I think we'll find out if we continue down this path.
That was the wrong answer!
Oh, come on.
Master!
Really? Really? Really?
Huh? We're...
We've been here before. It looks like we've been brought back.
But the door we opened earlier is closed again. Why's that?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Huh? Something funky.
Huh? Even the question is the same. Does that mean we gotta do it all over again?
Well, the logic is still sound. There's no other hiding spot for the culprit besides the airlock.
So you want to choose the same answer and keep going?
If you do, you'll just repeat the whole process again. We'll just be brought back here if we can't figure out how did the culprit use Amapau. And I refuse to walk any more than I have to.
Hey, don't sit down!
What should I do?
Stand up! Stand up right now!
Stop it. Leave me alone.
Don't pick me up.
If you want me to leave you alone, then how
And you
might
just
you
start
suss
flailing
out?
around.
Fine. Just one thing then. We're back at where was the culprit before the crime? Because you're stuck at how did the culprit use Amapau? With that in mind, these two questions are connected.
Connected? Both the culprit's location and how Amapau was used?
Help him out more! More!
The culprit was hiding in the airlock, where you also left the robot, right? At that moment, only the culprit and Amapau were there. So maybe the culprit did something.
The culprit did something to Amapau?
Oh shit. What if he got on top of Amapau as I drove on by it? And that's why the footprint is on the top of Amapau. And the knocking over wasn't because it got kicked at the end. It was like the culprit jumping off of it or something. Oh, and he just rode on Amapau. Because Amapau weighs less than... Culprit weighs less than an elephant, and it can support that weight, right?
Clues
I got
are
it.
always there,
I got it!
right under your nose.
Vivia, I got it,
It's a
okay?
detective's job to notice them. Did you notice anything strange back then? Any tiny detail? Try to remember.
Something strange.
Something.
Hey! Now that you mention it, back then...
I got it.
Oh, hey, the screen lit up. So this is what Amapau sees. It's like the cockpit of a mecha.
Whoa, what was that?
Did it break already? I thought it was state of the art.
No, it's alright. It's stabilized.
See, that was
There
him
was a
jumping
moment
on or
when the
something.
camera stopped functioning while I was controlling Amapau. It returned to normal pretty quick, but maybe...
See? I told you it was right under your nose. You don't need any additional help from me, right?
That was a clue to help solve this mystery?
Actually, everything in this world is a key to solving mysteries. Perhaps there
Oh, I
is
skipped
more
a thing.
you're overlooking. Was there anything else unusual? Actually, everything in this world is a key to solving mysteries. You just haven't noticed them.
Something unusual. Something I missed.
Anything else? It's not like Amapel's camera showed the culprit.
Wait, that's it!
Huh?
Now that I think about it, wasn't that strange? The culprit must have gotten ahead of Amapel, but why didn't they ever show up on the camera? If the culprit went past Amapel to enter the doctor's lab, they would have been spotted for sure.
Now that you mention it,
But nobody showed up on camera. How did the culprit manage to pull that off? How can you move from the airlock to the doctor's lab without appearing even once on Amapel's camera?
hey, aren't you just adding another mystery?
No. All the pieces are here.
Huh?
Yuma, the mysteries you face now can be solved with a single answer.
A single answer?
Sheesh. I talk too much.
Oh, one mystery after another! What'll you do now? It's a Pandora's box of mysteries!
Let's stay calm and think about it. There's plenty of time.
Or not. I'll keep reading while you wrap things up.
Remember what he said, Master. All it takes is one answer to solve these mysteries. Use those weak brain cells of yours and think!
Culprit's location. Amapel's usage. Its malfunction. Why didn't the culprit appear on camera? All this can be solved with just one answer?
Too easy. Too easy. I jumped. Jump.
I got it! The culprit rode on Amapel's
Just like that.
using it as a method of transportation.
Good job, me.
Door opened!
With every open door, it will be harder for you to turn back. Are you sure you want to keep going?
Absolutely! I will find the truth no matter what. This is for the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Hey, you said the culprit rode on top of Amapel. What did you mean by that?
Literally what I said. The culprit rode Amapel and used it to get through. After we left Amapel in the airlock, the culprit came out of the decontamination device.
Look at me go.
Then they jumped on Amapel's head. The disruption in the footage was from the impact.
That's insane.
Is it? I think it's fairly reasonable. Amapel can withstand up to 100 kilograms of weight. So, someone riding on it shouldn't affect its functionality.
The shoe print on Amapel's head wasn't caused by someone kicking it. It was left there from the culprit hopping on and off.
After that, the culprit simply rode on it as it moved toward the doctor's lab. By doing so, the culprit was able to evade the camera and remain hidden as they made their way through the lab.
You're right. If it's true, then it does solve all of the previous mysteries. Imagining the culprit riding on a robot makes me laugh.
But Yuma, have you not realized it? You're still missing something. one major mystery remains.
What's with that huge sigh?
The greatest mystery of this case should appear soon. Just the thought of it gets me feeling down.
This case's greatest mystery?
The greatest.
This is the panel chamber.
That means the doctor's lab is just beyond it. If we can get through here, we'll reach the goal, yeah? Is this the greatest mystery you mentioned?
Not exactly what I was envisioning.
Well, this is the mystery to be solved, so let's clear it out.
Beats me.
When would it have been possible for them to get into the room ahead of us? So yeah, it has to go with when going through the door. No, it's got to be while opening the door. When did? Because then it could just jump over the thing, you know, and I can't turn my head while the arm's extended. This is my answer. Boop.
The culprit murdered the doctor before Amapel entered the room. Which means the culprit had to have gotten ahead of Amapel at some point. It was when the door first opened. At that moment, the culprit snuck into the doctor's room.
Yeah, when the doors were slowly opening, just like this. That's when the culprit took their chance.
Yeah.
Right. The moment there was enough space for a person to slip through, the culprit hopped off and went inside.
Like this?
Like this. Like this.
We still haven't reached the goal. I thought we could get into the doc's lab now.
Is this a joke to you? Your deduction is full of holes.
Holes.
This is a joke. It's not very funny.
Master, you know what to do.
Of course.
I'll take your garbage deduction and toss it in the trash. I am the saint of Kanai Ward, protecting it from filth like you! The
I'm like
culprit
almost positive it's gonna be the design.
hopped off Amapal as the door opened, then slipped through the gap in the door. That's impossible even for Fink the Slaughter Artist! Think about it. If Amapal's line of sight changed just a bit,
Oh, I was
the
supposed to
camera
go
would
there.
have caught it.
Damn it.
No one would do something so risky. The crime would have been exposed. The culprit must be really lucky, huh? What, did they use some sort of special power?
Damn, I missed it.
Right.
I don't care what you say.
For now.
I already know the answer.
The
I know the
culprit
answer
hopped
should have got
off
me.
Amapal as the door opened, then slipped through the
Okay.
gap in the door.
Jumped too early.
That's impossible even for Fink the Slaughter Artist. Think about it. If Amapal's line of sight changed just a bit,
I'll slash through this mystery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amapel is designed so that when its hand is stretched out, it won't execute any other inputs. That's why when it was pressing the button for the door, the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
You little maggots. Don't get so full of yourselves. You're not getting out of here alive.
I get it. So Amapel couldn't move while the door was opening. That's when the culprit took their chance.
Since the door opens outward,
Since
it's possible
Amapel
to
is
take
dumb.
advantage of the blind spot it creates. That's how the culprit managed to stay outside the camera's view as they entered the doctor's room.
So it's an elaborate murder that took advantage of Amapel's design, and even the direction the door opens. Whoever planned this must have really wanted the doctor dead. I guess you can call it an obsession. How scary. Just like this passageway. Where will it take us? Perhaps a suite with the culprit's obsession in full display? A room of nightmares?
Knock it off with the weird soliloquies. Let's go.
You're really going?
Huh?
Again? What's with this thing?
Hey, Yuma. When the culprit entered the doctor's room while the door was open,
Huh? Yeah?
at the time, the doctor was in the room, right? If the door opened and an intruder entered, how could the doctor not have noticed?
So what if he did notice? It's not a big deal.
Yes, it is. If he had noticed an intruder, the doctor would have turned to face him, which means he wouldn't have been stabbed in the back.
That piece of trash is right. Your logic is
Is that he
flawed.
couldn't hear?
Hey, what are you, on the Phantom side now?
Listen to my incredible words of wisdom. Your crappy deduction is worth less than shit! Everything you do is a fucking mistake! Damn it!
Oh, why did I try to slash that? I'm just
Your deduction is inconsistent. It's full of inconsistencies.
No, it's not.
By your logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed, it wouldn't be from behind. That's all impossible!
I think I was supposed to get at that.
Master!
Yeah.
Huh.
Your deduction is inconsistent. It's full of inconsistencies. By your logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed, it wouldn't be from behind.
That claim doesn't hold up! No, the culprit did stab the doctor in the back. That's how the body was discovered.
That's why I'm saying your deduction is inconsistent. By your logic, the doctor couldn't have been murdered in that way!
Information.
The culprit quickly entered the lab. But the doctor
Dodge.
was in the room at the time, right? There's no way you missed an intruder.
Oh fuck! I'm
Running is
slashing.
noisy. So Wesker would have heard and turned to face the culprit.
Oh, I should have slashed. No.
And his chest would have been stabbed, not his back.
No.
Unless you think the doctor was asleep. Is there any trace of him being drugged?
Not drugged.
Even if he didn't look back from his desk, he would have heard someone coming.
Oh, maybe it's this. Hi-ya. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Wait, the doctor had trouble hearing. That's why he didn't notice the intruder.
Now you're spouting nonsense. Say whatever you want, it won't save you. There's a gaping hole in your logic. And there's no way you're gonna fill it at this rate. Because you, more than anyone else, you're the one refusing to see the truth right before your eyes.
What? I refuse to see the truth? Vivius said the same thing, but...
It's strange, don't you think? Isn't it about time you noticed that something's off here?
Huh?
You've solved many mysteries up to now, yet none of them are directly connected to the culprit's identity.
That's because the culprit is the hitman.
If that's the case, why haven't you reaped the hitman's soul? And that would end the labyrinth.
It's not that easy. The culprit will fight back, unless we solve all the mysteries first. Hang on. What are you getting at?
In my eyes, the reason a single mystery hasn't been directly connected to the culprit is because of Yuma's reluctance. It's pushing away the mysteries that lead to the culprit.
Huh?
Subconsciously, you're closing your eyes to the truth. That's why you haven't touched on the hole in your reasoning.
What hole?
The whole.
Whatever, that's enough. Just ignore this guy and keep going.
Hey!
I'm starting to think more and more likely that maybe Yako is a culprit.
Yuma.
There's too much evidence.
Yuma.
Jeez, go away!
You know what I'm talking about, don't you? The huge hole in this investigation.
What are you...
Just ignore him.
Let's review your deduction, shall we? The culprit took advantage of Amapau's locked position and entered the lab. And before the robot entered the room, that person stabbed the doctor from behind. However, they bumped into Amapau while escaping, causing it to fall over. That was obviously a mistake, but since it wasn't captured on video, they were able to avoid detection. After that, the culprit went inside the decontamination device in the airlock to hide from you.
That's correct. So what's the hole in my deduction?
It's before all of that. It remains the case's greatest mystery.
Which is?
How did the culprit get past security?
What?
We already told you that. The culprit rode on top of Amapau as Master controlled it and was taken all the way to the doctor's lab.
But if someone was riding on it, how did they get past the high voltage shocks in the panel chamber?
Oh.
This is the end for you! You have nowhere left to go!
Oh, come on! Why now?
I won't let you maggots ruin the peace of Kanai Ward! As the king of Amaterasu Corporation and the guardian of Kanai Ward, I will stop you here and now!
Perhaps this too is an obsession. Why does he insist on covering up the truth? Tell me, what will you do, Yuma? Are you going to stay willfully blind?
No, I'll fight. Whether it's subconscious or not, I won't look away from the truth. I'll find the truth no matter what. This is for the Chief and everyone at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Good luck! You'll never find it. You'll scurry around this labyrinth forever, like blind mice. You'll rot away in it, looking for an answer that will never come!
So many thoughts.
Keep playing.
Wait, what was the fourth? It's gonna be that, yeah.
With your shit deductions. You still haven't solved the greatest mystery! How did the culprit get past the security? The critical lab security system was always live. There was no way to reach the doctor. The panel chamber shocks would have fried the culprit. That security system? No living human can breach it.
Got it.
This mystery. A human could get past the panel chamber by using Fubuki's forte. In fact, that's how we got past the panels. The high voltage shocks kept destroying Amapel. But we reversed time every time that happened.
Correct. So whenever it was struck by the current, you went back in time. But while that was occurring, the culprit, a human, was riding on top of Amapel. That person was burnt to a crisp every time you failed.
But...
Which means you killed the culprit over and over again.
We only got shot like twice, alright?
Vivia...
If only you had chosen to remain ignorant, I would have walked beside you in silence. But if you intend to seek the truth, then I must stand in your way.
What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
He's going to betray you, Master.
Betray me?
It's up to you, Yuma.
Oh.
This is your final chance to save the world you believe in. What are you going to do? It's time to decide your past and your future.
Why, Vivia?
Thanks, Vivia. Oh, he's got the knife. He's got the knife. Take the knife away from him. Wait, what are the different ones now? I have no idea.
We ask you, how did the culprit bypass the toxic gas chamber? It's impossible to avoid the gas. The culprit would surely die. You should already know
this, right? The gas is a special trait. The gas.
What is it exactly? It takes 30 minutes after exposure for the toxic spread and death is certain. Ah. Oh, that's how he died.
Can see through even a gas mask. No ability can nullify its toxicity. Once it hits you, you're done for.
Yeah.
Die before reaching Weska. No one can get past the gas chamber.
Oh, I think I was supposed to slash at that. Whoops. It's 30 minutes. Fuck.
Right.
But
Damn. Yep.
Let me ask you,
Yep. Here we go again. Dodge.
how did the culprit bypass the toxic gas chamber?
Dodge.
It's impossible to avoid the gas.
Dodge.
The culprit would surely die. You should already know this, right? The gas is a special trait. The gas can see through even a gas mask. No ability can nullify its toxicity. Once it hits you, you're done for. You die before reaching Weska.
What's this?
No
Yeah.
one.
the truth. If you pass through the toxic gas, you'll die. But you'll have 30 minutes before it kills you. Which means you could survive for 30 minutes.
What? Don't tell me.
There are no gas masks here that can block this toxic gas. And no fortes that can nullify it. There's only one way you could get through it. You do nothing. You endure it in hopes of Amapel taking you to the next room.
Then the culprit didn't do anything to counteract it and just passed through the toxic gas?
It's the only explanation that makes sense.
Wait,
I can't believe it. It's the only explanation that makes sense. This is the truth. But if the culprit really did just endure the toxic gas,
Then they...
the culprit is...
It appears you finally glimpsed the truth. Well, how does it feel to have your world shatter before your eyes? Isn't this what you wanted?
No, it's not.
Huh? What's he talking about?
Yomi's mystery phantom and Fifia are both right. Subconsciously, I didn't want to know the truth.
Huh?
Up until now, the Mystery Labyrinth was withholding the mysteries that led to the culprit. And that's because it's a reflection of my own reluctance.
Master, what's wrong? Do you know who the culprit is? It's the hitman, right?
The truth is worthless. Nothing has less value in this isolated, rainy city. No one wants the truth. Not even...
Oh, I got him off. Oh, it's fine. I hit the button too fast there.
Now, rot away and die right here! No one will get in my way. Kanai Ward, Amaterasu! They both belong to me! If the culprit carried out the crime like you deduced, then they should be dead from the toxic gas. But no one at the scene has died from poisoning. If you can understand that much, then what are you still doing here?
You're right that no one in that lab died from that toxic gas. But that was part of the culprit's plan from the beginning. They planned to distort the facts of their death.
Yuma, are you sure you want to face the truth?
I have to at this. Vivian, the can has been opened.
Your world will fall apart. The world that you believed in.
Your deduction is wrong. Don't disturb the peace. It's not even worth debating. Is this the best you can do to refute it? Just give up and die!
Okay, I tried to jump that. Oh. Culprit misrepresented by using the hitman.
This will expose the truth! The culprit misrepresented their death by using the hitman. The culprit realized their plan would be exposed if someone in the lab died from toxic gas. So they used the hitman to cover up their own death.
Used the hitman?
Meaning, the hitman wasn't hired to assassinate the doctor. They were hired to cover up the culprit's death by toxic gas.
Huh? The hitman's target was the culprit? Not the doctor? But the doctor was stabbed by the knife with the inscribed F. Doesn't that belong to the hitman?
All you would need is a similar knife. The story of Fink the Slaughter Artist using a knife inscribed with the letter F is well known.
Nah, we leave it alone until we receive further orders. Did you see the knife stuck in his back? It's the one that Fink the Slaughter Artist uses, right? I've heard about his knives inscribed with the letter F.
So it was all a ruse? The real culprit made it look like the hitman did it?
Stop. Stop! You useless garbage! To hell with detectives and the truth! I won't let you have your way in my city! There is no real culprit! Dr. Weska was killed by the hitman!
Huh? What's going on? Who's the real culprit?
The real culprit. The real culprit is...
The time has finally come. Yuma, it's time for you to acknowledge what you've known all along. If the tiny crack spreads any further, the mirror will shatter, exposing the chaos of the real world. Knowing this, will you still expose the truth? Then, show me your conviction.
The clues pointing to the identity of the hitman's target. I know. I've known all along.
Now, expose the truth. Do it. If you want to burn the world down.
So dramatic. Is it gonna be this? Notebook found on the doctor's chest, or doctor's chest desk. It has diagrams for being splashed with sulfuric acid. I don't think it's that. Don't think it's that. Is it gonna be this? According to Vivi's investigation, there's never been a case where Fink the slaughter artist. Fucked it up.
No, this isn't the right solution key. I should be able to tell if I look inside.
Master?
This was placed as though someone was trying to conceal it. It should lead me to the truth.
Alright, I should have picked the
The bloodstained photo found in the hallway near the lab. There was a person pictured with a woman. That was the hitman's target. The real culprit behind this case. The blood obscured the person's face, but I know who it is. It could only be one person. It could only be...
How do you know? That person in the photo is the hitman's target. And who is it?
It's...
No. Stop! Don't you dare say another word! No one wants the truth!
I don't understand, but good luck, Master. I'm always by your side, haunting you.
No. No, 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 no. Look at that picture. Get them all slashed together here. Damn. It's gonna... Oh, man.
Chief. Yako.
Well...
Huh? Why? Why is Fuzzhead here?
Chief Yako was the only person attacked by the hitman in the lab. In other words, the chief was the hitman's target. But Chief Yako tried to hide that photo by tossing it behind the houseplant. He hid it knowing it'd be an important clue. And that's because the person in the photo is Chief Yako himself. It was given to the hitman so he'd know his target, and the chief tried to conceal it. Which means the blood covering the face on the photo was likely done on purpose.
Hold on, Master! Are you serious? You're really saying Fuzzhead is the culprit? Really? I don't buy it. You think he actually put together this elaborate murder? He's knocking on death's door just for this?
I don't want to believe it either, but there's no other way.
Don't forget this stuff.
The new member is gonna throw questions at you back to back. Press the correct button when you think you got the correct answer. You'll take damage if you avoid all sailing assaults. I need to get water. Give me like 2 minutes here at most. Let me just get water. Okay. Also went to the restroom, so my bad there. Alright, so what are the anemic vampire is gonna throw questions. Press the correct buttons when you think you got the correct. I'm sure I'm gonna mess this up.
The phantom vanished. The truth has been mostly exposed, and the labyrinth cannot function much longer. Anything I do now might not matter, but I'll do it anyway. Because it's something I must do. While the chief takes his final breaths.
Vivia.
Yuma. If Chief Yako is the culprit, then what about that death threat? Why would the chief send it if he was the killer? Answer me, Yuma.
I don't know. Why did Yako send the death threat?
By sending that note, everyone would believe the doctor's life was in danger, which was necessary for this sequence of events to take place. All the master detectives headed to the secret lab because of that note. Chief Yako brought them here to take advantage of their abilities and murder the doctor.
Huh? Their abilities?
But the death threat wasn't sent just to the detectives. The peacekeepers received it too. What was the point of that? Why put them on high alert? What is the truth behind it all?
Wow.
The note was sent to the peacekeepers because they were also part of the plan. When the peacekeepers received the note, they dispatched a lot of their personnel to the scene. The master detectives were able to take advantage of the commotion to enter the facility. They did it by disguising themselves as peacekeepers.
It would be convenient to have a lot of peacekeepers around if you want to get into the lab disguised as one.
This is why the peacekeepers also received the death threat.
Hey, you still want to do this? It's not too late to give up.
I am well aware of the danger. I haven't gotten this much exercise in a long time. But this is something I must do. I can't leave the chief like this.
Vivia.
Let's continue, Yuma. So, everyone disguised themselves as peacekeepers and entered the lab. You were already at the lab, and that's where you met up with the chief, right?
Yes, but we decided to split up after the blackout occurred.
Wait! That blackout should have caused a commotion. If we leave now, the peacekeepers will see us. I knew it. This place is crawling with them.
What do we do?
I'll draw their attention to buy some time. In the meantime, you two hurry to that doctor.
The chief said he'd buy us some time, but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
Was the blackout part of the plan? So the one who caused it, was that also the chief?
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. How am I supposed to? It just happened fast to me.
But he actually went and hid
I
inside the airlock.
just panicked and was like, well, I gotta press it
Was
fast
the
enough.
blackout Part of the plan.
Fuck.
So the one who caused it.
All right,
Was that
don't hit the
also
wrong one.
The chief?
Wait, I tried to press the button there. I mean, I might as well just hit the button. I pressed the button too. I have to, dude. The time to press after reading what it is on screen, I'm like, there's no time.
Part of the plan.
There's no
So the one who
time.
caused it.
All right, it's not
Was
Dr.
that also
Weska.
The chief?
Also, I didn't mention this before, but Dr. Weska. Wait, it's not Yako?
That's not it.
What? Who caused the blackout? What the fuck?
Chief said he'd buy
What?
us some time.
Dr. Weska sounds like a
actually
Resident
went
Evil
and hid
character.
inside
I think
the
that's because of
airlock.
Weska.
Was the blackout?
All right,
part of
who
the
else?
plan?
Who did the
So the one
blackout?
who caused it.
Who did then?
Was that also the chief?
It's not the first three options. Just, hey yeah. It's not Yako, allegedly. And it's definitely not Fink.
No, that's not it.
Wait, did I not hit that before? Wait, I thought I hit
Chief
that.
said he'd buy us some time, but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
Did I just not hit Fink then on that third time?
Was the blackout
In
part of the
time and
plan? So the one who caused it. Was
I would
that
like to get
also
out of this sequence,
chief?
please. please let me go. Alright, let's watch this again. To 1. To who? 3. I swear I hit that before. Fuck off. Just fuck off.
The chief was with me in the security room at the time of the blackout. It's impossible for him to have caused it. So the only person it could be is the hitman. It must have been part of the job. He instructed the hitman to cause a blackout at a specific time.
But why?
It made us think the doctor was in danger, so we'd go check on him. We used Amapel and Fortes to get through the tight security system. Chief Yako had it all planned out from the start. He used us to break through the security so he could kill the doctor.
So, Master using Amapel and the Sheltered Skank's time rewinding ability at the panel chamber? That was all part of Fuzzhead's plan?
The only way to get past security was to use both Amapel and that Forte.
I mean, you may be sad about the truth that's revealed about Yako here, but at the very least, when you accuse him and then you go back to the real world, he's already dead. So
The chief knew we'd figure that out.
we
I
don't do
think
any
it's
more
more
killing.
like
There's that bright side.
trusted us. He trusted that we would arrive at that conclusion.
I'm counting on you both. See you later.
Trust? How could this be a trust thing? He was clearly taking advantage of you all. He gathered the master detectives using a fake death threat, then used their Fortes to commit murder. What a scumbag! He used you all to get away with murder! Out of all the criminals I've ever met, he's the worst coward of them all! Master, grab that coward and...
Enough!
Why did it have to come to this? Chief Yako saved me. He took me in. I had lost everything, even my memories. Sure, he may have been a little pushy at times, but still. I really
admired him. So, why? Why did you do it? Is this about the woman in the picture? Chief, please tell me! Or
There's no point in asking. That's just a mystery phantom. It's not the real Fuzzhead. Master, watch out!
Skulker. Oh. Thought he was gonna come towards me. Oh, so young.
The phantoms are a reflection of the same people in the real world, right? Which means he should hold the same thoughts. The photo behind the houseplant. I don't know what the chief was hiding. But that photo must have been dropped by the hitman after he was done with it. The chief picked it up and used his own blood to obscure the face. He knew the truth would be exposed if that photo was found. So, he hid it behind the potted plant. He left his blood on it, almost like he wrote a dying message. But in truth, it was actually a secret he wanted to keep hidden.
Master, I think you know this, but to exit the mystery labyrinth, you will have to eliminate the culprit.
eliminate the chief?
Are you really going to do this? After all the mysteries are solved, the chief back in the real world will die. But you saw yourself, Yuma. The chief is already knocking on death's door. Will you still bury him in the name of truth?
Aw.
The chief took me in when I had no memories, or anyone to turn to. I trusted him from the bottom of my heart. Now, I have to end his life?
You know, I liked it, surprisingly. The little bit of peace and quiet I found at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Vivia, you knew the truth behind this case from the very beginning.
I had a hunch. Because of my spectral projection, I knew the chief had been planning something for quite some time. But I pretended not to see. I admired him and the world he had made.
That's why you threatened me, and were so uncooperative in the investigation.
I knew you would reach the truth eventually, Yuma. But I tried my best to keep you away. Exposing the truth won't save anyone. Neither the chief nor you.
Master, you've already come this far. You've got to finish this. What'll happen to the other master detectives if you die here? Didn't you say you wanted to expose the truth and save everyone?
Vivia, you told me that the time would come when I'd have to prove my conviction. The conviction to accept the truth, no matter how cruel it may be. Now is that time, isn't it?
Yes, and yet you intend to continue. If you're prepared for it.
Hey! You better not get in Master's way again!
Yuma, do you remember when the chief's soul called out to us?
Huh?
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind. But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too. In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain. So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
I always averted my eyes from the truth. For my own sake. My own peace and quiet. But I could never say with confidence that I was proud of myself. In the end, I was just running away from everything. That's why I entrust this to you, Yuma.
Entrust what?
You signed a pact with the Death God and your desire for the truth. I want to see your conviction. As long as you don't stray from exposing all truth, I believe you'll be able to face it, cruel as it may be. I want to see it through to the end. It's why I followed you here. In that sense, we're accomplices. If you must bring down the chief, then I will lend a hand.
Aww.
I won't avert my eyes any longer. I, too, want to live with my head held high. Because I, too, am a detective.
Vivia.
When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
I understand, Chief Yako. Thank you for everything you've done for me.
Rough. Here we go. Deduction denouement. Alright, let's see, we got knife. Okay. We have intercom, Amapal. I'm a pal to everyone. Oh, let's put that there. Where'd the culprit hide? No. That's like air ducts or something. Perfect. And what's the last one I got? Knife. Knife is gonna be like here. Simple. New pictures. Amaterasu. Peacekeepers. Decontamination. I know where that is. Yup. What is Amaterasu? Oh, there's a fly flying around my face. Oh, God. Detective agency and also peacekeepers, right? Yeah. Is this just set the scene? Easy. Finkelberg. Remember that whole thing? Who killed the culprit? Yeah, that's not gonna be it. I mean, it's gonna be... Oh, who's Power? Oh yeah, it is Fink who did the whole... Why did I pause on that? I was like, And finally, Yako. I win. But did I really? Fuzzhead. 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 Damn. Hurts.
Step right up, step right up! Peacekeepers, a CEO, a research doctor, a hitman, and master detectives! 2 dead bodies, but lots of shady characters! Truth bombs are about to be dropped! Time for the deduction denouement!
The victim in this case is one Dr. Weska. This incident features a sinister and meticulously detailed plot centered on the doctor.
The old geezer was holed up inside a lab at Amaterasu HQ.
That hunch.
He was a total hermit in the critical lab, with a totally overkill security system.
The culprit made thorough preparations beforehand to break through that system.
Boom killing a shut-in is hard work. The humane thing to do is to reintroduce him to society first.
Yeah, with that out of the way. Posing as a hitman, the culprit sent a death threat to the Peacekeepers, the detective agency, and the research lab. At the same time, they contracted a real hitman and had him infiltrate the research facility.
They spilled the beans about Gramps being in danger to lure both the Peacekeepers and the detectives to the lab.
You see, the Master Detective's presence at the scene was an indispensable part of the plan. It was how the culprit gained access to the research facility, after all.
It's actually quite smart on Yako's part. He did good. Let's be real.
With Makoto at the same time.
Stuff went down, blah blah blah, and Master got locked up by that Yomi guy.
And honestly, it's one of those cases where at the end of the day, Yako, I don't think the only reason he wouldn't want to be caught as the culprit is, I think, protecting the other detectives that he actually probably cared about, right? But he probably feels bad that he had to use them, right, to get what he wanted. But like, he knew going in he was already going to die because of the toxin, right? So his goal was to just accomplish killing Dr. Weska, and doesn't really care about getting caught later on. So he was only trying to probably soften the blow for the kids. And I say kids. Are they kids? I don't fucking know. The other detectives, right? That he genuinely had a bond with, probably.
I was rescued by Tetsuhiko
Right.
and the culprit, who were disguised as
Setting.
peacekeepers. With the real peacekeepers rushing around, the culprit took advantage of the turmoil to sneak into the lab.
The real question just becomes, why did he really want to kill Weska then? What is
But after
the
catching up
actual
with them,
final reason?
The power suddenly went out, separating the culprit from the rest of the group.
The blackout itself was caused by the hitman, right? And getting separated was all part of the culprit's plan.
Right. They used the blackout as an opportunity to hide in the vents in the airlock chamber. Afterwards, we headed to the critical lab to check on the doctor's condition, just like the culprit directed us. But since that lab used a separate power supply, nothing strange had happened.
His whole "the doctor's in danger" spiel was an act, huh? He made a fool of you, Master. What a dick!
But then, someone attacked the doctor while we were trying to talk with him over the intercom. We had to get into the doctor's lab.
At that time, the old geezer was playing games with us. And he even tried to kill you and the others with a trap! That bastard wanted to use your dead bodies! Really got you there, Master!
I don't see why you're so happy about it. The doctor's sham made the case even more confusing. Even if we tried to get to the doctor, the critical lab was guarded by tight security. The only way through was by using an Amapal. The
culprit rode on it by emerging from their hiding place in the airlock vent and jumping onto the robot's head.
All aboard the Amapal Express! First stop, a shower of toxic gas! Humans can't protect themselves against the gas, but since it's not instantly fatal, it wasn't a problem. Next up, the panel chamber and high-voltage shocks! One wrong move, and it was insta-death. But thanks to that sheltered skank, we got all the continues we could want. So, we managed a perfect clear! The critical lab was finally breached!
The culprit had anticipated we would get through this way. They also knew they would die over and over as a result. The camera
Yeah, that's
feed
pretty
was affected
hardcore,
when the
too.
culprit jumped on. I should have realized what was happening.
No use crying over spilt blood. On to the next thing! Where were we? Oh yeah! To open the door to the doctor's lab, Amapal had to reach out its arm and hit a switch. And when the door opened wide enough for a person to squeeze through, the killer snuck inside.
Amapal can't follow any new commands while its arm is extended, so the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
Then, the culprit boom killed the old geezer using the same knife as the hitman. Gramps was pretty much deaf, so a backstab was easy peasy.
Then, the murderer tried to leave the room before Amapal entered. But they knocked the robot over on the way out.
Look at that.
They then went back into the airlock chamber vent to wait for you and the others to go by.
We entered the critical lab and found the doctor's body. The culprit used that time to get out of the vent and head for the hallway.
That was when they were found by the hitman. And stabbed.
They'd already been in contact with the toxic gas, so death was inevitable. However, dying by gas would expose them as the doctor's killer. So they hired the hitman to kill them, thereby concealing any involvement.
I guess that means the killer completely trusted in the master detective's capabilities.
If that's any consolation.
They knew those powers would get them close to the doctor. But why were they willing to die to hide the crime?
I can't say for certain. Was it his pride as a detective? Did he simply not want his friends to know? Whatever it may be, I'm prepared to face the truth. The culprit who murdered Dr. Weska, and even included his own death in the plot.
Yako Furio! It was you!
Hmm.
I will expose the truth. But why? Chief Yako, why? Why didn't you ever talk to us about this?
Why didn't you ever tell us you wanted to kill the doctor?
Why did it have to end this way? Why didn't you tell us? Is this really what you wanted? Can you even hear me?
It doesn't matter who it is. Exterminating the real culprit's soul and destroying the mystery labyrinth. That's why I'm here.
Well, here she goes. She's got to do her thing.
Surging bloodlust. overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case. Death to all deplorables. Through to the vile mystery labyrinth.
What? Huh? A little extra? Was she just kind to him? Was she just like, I will not just eviscerate you completely?
Master's naivete must be rubbing off on me. I mean, not even I hated Fuzzhead. That's weird. This mystery labyrinth is falling apart slower than usual. I wonder why.
We shouldn't let our guards down yet. Do you really think we're done here?
Huh?
Do you have all of the fragments of truth that you sought? If so, we could just leave, right?
Have all mysteries been solved? I'm gonna say no.
No. We haven't uncovered everything yet.
If you're gonna present me that question, probably not.
No. There are still some mysteries remaining.
Huh? What's remaining? I read the culprit's soul already. I know it's slow, but this place is starting to come down.
Maybe it's not directly related to this case. I don't want to leave any questions unanswered, for Chief Yaku's sake. Please, help me, Shinigami.
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you, Master. No, I can't resist helping you when you rely on me. First, we need to reveal whatever mysteries are left. That should open up a new path. Lay it all out, Master!
I was spelling. No way. A surprise barrel? Unheard of.
Are you ready to play
The remaining mystery is Dr. Huesca's
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
Dr. Huesca's what was the thing that proved Dr. Huesca's betrayal? Is it email?
Twirling. Go, go, go!
Email. I got the I looked at the letters and I was like, ha 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 ha, hoo hoo ha ha. I'm looking, I'm waiting, I'm aiming, lining up the shot. Bingo. Oh, great. Get that off my screen.
Oh, it's a secret dungeon! The labyrinth must be breaking down so slowly because the identity of the culprit isn't the only mystery. But it's still definitely coming down, so you better hurry, Master!
Yeah, got it.
Yuma, I'll follow you to the end until you reach the truth.
Thank you.
Thanks, Vivia.
Do you regret this, Yuma?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
I've been thinking. Remember what the Chief's soul said? If you keep that in mind while knowing who the true culprit is, doesn't it seem like he wanted you to find the truth? Even though he was the culprit himself.
Why's that?
Maybe there's a hidden truth behind this case, and the Chief wanted us to find it.
There could be some anonymous person involved.
If Anonymous is part of this case, they must have a motive for killing Dr. Weska as well. The doctor knew about the secret dealings and was planning to flee from Kanai Ward by himself, after all. Could it be that Anonymous took advantage of Chief Yako by instigating him to commit murder?
Yes. It's unlikely the Chief just happened to kill Dr. Weska right as he was planning to flee.
If that's true, Anonymous isn't just involved in the case. They could be the mastermind, the Grey Eminence.
Grey
Green
Eminence.
is my 13th favorite color.
Why are you telling me that now?
The case. The case is already solved. All these crimes were committed by Yako on his own. Now, get out of here.
What was that voice?
Someone's trying to stop
It's
us
anonymous.
from solving this mystery. Now we know. The mastermind is somewhere within this labyrinth.
Get out. 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 Get out.
Well, since you asked so nicely.
What's with this guy? Creepy.
We can't let this stop us. There's one more truth still hidden here. We have to find it. We need to know why the Chief committed this crime.
Right. We'll figure this out.
Do. Is that just me? Why is the model looks a little like the Ace? It's getting closer to me. Get away from me. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh god.
Damn.
I probably should have said the salt thing, right? The case.
Solved. Solved.
That flame doesn't hold up.
Get the fuck out of here. I mean, the model kind of looks like my shape. Am I my own worst enemy?
Still isn't solved yet.
Please tell
I will discover who the
me
mastermind is.
why.
I will solve every mystery.
Maybe it's not me. Maybe I'm
I
jumping
will
to
not
some
turn
bad
away from the
conclusions. Maybe. Photo, death threat. Oh shit, I gotta fucking. Photo, death threat, lab, map, Fink.
Yako's the culprit. Everything was planned by Yako alone. He hired Fink the slaughter artist. He prepared the murder weapon. He even killed the doctor. Yako acted alone. So what about this Anonymous? Even if they did, you'll never find out who they are. There is nothing connecting Yako to Anonymous.
No. Damn it. I guess. I was like, There's really no connection. Let's check the solution keys. Any suspicious evidence? Maybe something Fuzzhead had that he shouldn't have.
Speaking of which,
Chief hid something in the corridor, but why did he have it? Oh, the map.
Goes the culprit. Everything was plotted by Yako
I picked the
alone.
wrong thing.
He hired Fink the slaughter artist. He prepared the murder weapon. He even killed the doctor. Yako acted alone. So what about this Anonymous? Even if they did, you'll never find out who they are. There is nothing connecting Yako to Anonymous.
I was close. I was half of the way there.
Chief Yako tried to hide this floor plan along with that photo of himself. It was strange for him to have this in the first place. This is the link between Anonymous and the Chief.
Kill you in the name of justice. Kill you.
Okay, now what am I doing? Photo, electrical room. Aye.
Anonymous doesn't exist! Yako plotted everything! Who cares about some map? It doesn't prove a damn thing!
I didn't mean to slush at that.
There's nothing.
Good thing that didn't work. Right after the blackout. Right after a researcher witnessed a dark silhouette. I don't know.
Nothing to do with the doctor's murder! This. Anyone can find it. It's worthless! That's why Yako threw it out too!
Say,
Pretty weak evidence.
That's right.
Another thing other than linking Anonymous. I mean, is it as simple as the photo thing? Is it really that? It doesn't seem like it's gonna be right.
Anonymous doesn't exist!
Doesn't feel. I'm probably gonna take another hit here.
Everything! Who cares about some map? It doesn't prove a damn thing! It has nothing to do with the doctor's murder! This... Anyone can find it!
I don't know why. I think that was the last slashable thing I could have slashed at. Does seem like anyone would have been able to get it. Where was the map being kept at again? Lab storage is taken from a file in there. Only certain people will access, not just anyone.
then
Evidence that can prove that? Let's check the solution. Oh. Is anonymous Yami Yugi? Ah. So he was probably being threatened. Is that what it is? By Yomi? I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. Just...
Everything.
Here we go.
Who cares about some map?
Okay, it's got to be on anyone could have gotten it.
It has nothing to do with the doctor's murder. Yes. Anyone could find it.
This is the truth.
This is the truth.
The floor plan the chief had was from the lab's storage.
But that room was locked. No one could enter it. It was completely sealed off. Only the director of the Peacekeepers had access. So, the only person who could have gotten that floor plan was Peacekeeper Director Yomi.
The anonymous person who gave Chief Yako the floor plan and pushed him to commit murder was you, the director of the Peacekeepers, Yomi Hellsmile!
Ah ha ha. But it all makes sense. Sorta.
You
Enough?
were the mastermind. You were pulling the strings from behind the scenes. You instigated the chief to commit murder!
I never thought someone as empty as me could feel so much emotion. This is the first time in my life I felt this angry.
How did you do it? What did you do to drive the chief to murder?
Vivia's gonna fully transform into a vampire and suck his face.
Answer me!
I'm not telling you anything, idiot.
Huh?
So what if you figured it out? Who cares? It's too late now, you pathetic ingrates. Everyone died just as I planned. Now no one can stand in my way. No one can lay a hand on me. You should be grateful. I'm cleaning up this city.
What did you say?
Master, I hate to admit it, but Yomi's right. You can't do anything to him here.
Why not?
He manipulated Fuzzhead from behind the scenes, but he wasn't the one who murdered the doctor. This mystery labyrinth is for the murder of Dr. Huesca. You can't punish Yomi.
Then what can we do? He has to pay for what he did!
We can't do anything! That's why I'm freaking out too!
So, exposing the truth would be pointless? Then why have we been seeking it all this time?
The truth is meaningless. I'm in charge in Kanai Ward. I have to laugh. Who could have guessed things would go so well? Yako Furio was a pain in the ass. The only reason I kept him alive is for this moment. He didn't even realize I was manipulating him into killing the doctor for me. How stupid can you be?
You'll pay for this!
Master, time's up. The mystery labyrinth is about to be destroyed.
He's laughing at Fuzzhead.
If
Our
only we had found out
Fuzzhead.
what he was up to sooner, we might have been able to stop him. Still, I should be able to bring this memory back into the real world. I'll remember this confession. I'm not sure if it'll help, but I'll interrogate him once we return to the real world.
It doesn't matter. I'll cover it all up. You're all nothing but scum beneath my feet. I'm untouchable. And now, I'm gonna dispose of you like the trash you are! Damn it!
Parkour is popular among the young men of Kawasaki District. It's a really intense, emotional moment. And it's just like, hey, did you know people want to play parkour in this fucked up world? I don't feel like parkour would be fun in a bunch of rain, you know?
Hey, hurry up! Execute these scumbags immediately! Criminals have no rights!
You will pay for this!
What's with that look? Are you seriously going to defy me? Well, I don't care. You're all going to die now.
This is real bad, Master. He's serious.
Wait. Director Yomi Hellsmile. We know all about your secret dealings with Dr. Weska.
Oh,
What? Did you say something? Maybe I'll kill the loudest one of you first. If you have something to say, go ahead. I can't hear you. Come on, who wants to be the first to die?
Damn it!
Forget it. I guess I'll just kill both of you
Oh.
at the same time.
This guy isn't listening to a thing we say. If he was the real culprit, I'd boot kill him.
It's all going exactly how he wants. Solving the case didn't help anything.
Goodbye. Hope you enjoy the worst nightmare of your life as you die.
The only one who will be having nightmares is you.
oh. Oh shit.
You! I thought you went back to the surface! What are you doing here?
Well, Yomi, there's something I want you to see. What do you think of this?
What is it?
How did you get that?
Most of the secret deals you've been making over the years are listed here. Looks like someone's been cooking the books. You conspired with Dr. Weska and leaked Amaterasu's technology to other national enterprises. And with the money you obtained, you bribed the right people to control this city.
Lies! You made that all up! Hey! I don't care if he is the CEO. Arrest this masked freak! We can't let this outsider barge in here and take control of this city! Capture him, execute him, chop his head off, crush his skull! What's wrong? Why are you just standing there? If you're scared, then I'll offer a bounty! Whoever kills him gets 100 million shin!
They're just like, fuck you, no.
Why won't you obey me? He's using false information to tear the Peacekeepers apart! You want that? You'll all be out of a job! Kane Ward is better off without people like him! This city's fallen into ruin ever since he showed up! Now follow my orders! This city doesn't belong to him. It belongs to me, the great Yomi!
I'm sorry, Director Yomi. This city doesn't belong to
Oh.
anyone.
What? What? Huh?
You... Martina, you're alive?
How?
Makoto stopped the execution order you issued. I am here today thanks to him.
Oh. What, just a dominant performance by Makoto.
Martina is right. Kanai Ward belongs to everyone who lives here. It doesn't belong to you!
Shinigami?
Probably best to stay quiet and watch for now.
So, you're on that freak's side now? I won't stand for this. You're a member of the Peacekeepers.
Well, I mean, you tried to execute me.
Director Yomi, there's something I'd like to say to you. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to consult with a lawyer.
What?
Your reign is over, Yomi Hellsmile. Now, everyone, arrest the offending suspect. Please, do not be too rough. Even criminals have rights.
Damn it. Damn you! Mark my words, you masked bastard! Yomi Hellsmile will be back! And when I am, I'll kill you! I'll rip you to pieces for taking everything from me!
Very funny to be saying that to this mask.
You're all dead! I'll kill
Making
every
threats at
last
just
one
a
of
dumb
you!
smiling face.
As we discussed before, upon receiving his punishment, I hereby resign from my role in the Peacekeepers.
Ah.
You don't have to.
I must. This is my way of taking responsibility as his accomplice. Well, Chief Executive Makoto, I hope you will see to the rest.
Sorry for causing so much trouble. That should settle things for now.
What's going on?
While the Peacekeepers had their hands full with the lab incident, I snuck into Yomi's room and looked around. And there, I found this file. It's all thanks to you.
Don't tell me. You meant to bring us here to be a decoy from the start?
It was all just a series of coincidences.
Looks like I wasn't able to die once again. Well, at least things worked out.
That was really dangerous. I thought you were done for, Master.
Mikoto showing up really saved us. Though it seems like he was using me and the others.
That pisses me off. Let's give him a piece of our minds.
Yeah. I think it's about time I talked to him.
I'm sorry about what happened to Chief Yako. With Yomi gone, there's a change in the winds of Kanai Ward. Even through the endless downpour, I will rebuild this city from the ground up. Because I love this city more than anyone else.
I see.
By the way, how did your investigation at the secret lab go? Did you find what you were looking for? You know, the so-called immortal monster, the homunculus.
No, I didn't find anything.
Maybe homunculi are just rumors, but let me know if you'd still like help in your search. If it's within my power,
Rubbing it
I'll permit you
in my
detectives
face.
to search anywhere in Kanai Ward.
Thanks.
Well, I need to get going. You should return to your friends. I'm sure they're worried about you.
Plus, you need to tell everyone what happened to Fuzzhead.
Oh, and one more thing. I have a gift for you, my friend. To express my gratitude.
A gift?
Kanai Ward will be reborn, thanks to you.
I haven't done anything.
No, that's not true. Please accept
Don't
the
open
gift.
it.
We're friends, aren't we? Oh, but don't open it yet. It's a bit of a surprise.
Sure. Okay.
See you later.
He just quickly leaves the room. Just paces away.
Look, he is back!
Are you alright? We saw a bunch of Peacekeepers heading that way.
Well, how did the investigation go?
The case is closed.
Closed? Really?
I see.
I'm relieved to hear that. Now the Chief can rest without any regrets.
Rest? Wait. Do you mean the Chief? Wait, you're joking, right?
He passed away quite a while ago. I was hoping he would live until Yuma and the others returned, but there was nothing we could do.
A while ago? No.
Whoa, whoa.
I will turn back time now.
Why did the dialogue go that quickly? I was not pressing the button. What the hell is all that? Why did it do that?
I was hoping he would live until Yuma and the others returned.
Jesus. Was I pressing a button on accident on the controller?
A while ago? Then that means he was dead before the mystery labyrinth. No, it can't be. Chief Yako, please, tell me you're only sleeping.
It was advancing as if I was like holding down the button all of a sudden.
I will turn back time now, so please, open your eyes. So please, open your eyes.
Stop it. There's no need to keep pestering the Chief.
But...
I wish I could do something too. But he's dead. As a detective, you should understand that. Don't sob like a baby. I want to cry too, but...
Was he already dead? Or was it due to the mystery labyrinth? We'll never know.
I think I'll head home now. My business here is done.
So cold-hearted. As usual. He's like an emotionless robot.
Vivia. We should head back too. With the Chief, of course.
Master, how long are you gonna let this get you down? I know you're shocked that Buzzhead was the culprit, but you and I solved it together, so shouldn't we be celebrating?
Solved it? Yes, we did learn the truth. But it didn't resolve anything. What's the point of solving something if it doesn't save anyone? In the end, we still don't know why the Chief did it. How could you even consider it solved?
I understand why you're upset. Alright, I'll leave you alone for now. Yuma? I thought you'd be here.
Kurumi,
I just promised I'd give him some alone time!
are you sure you should be walking around alone at this hour?
I heard about Chief Yako. Hey, Yuma. Did we make a mistake? If we didn't try to find that secret lab, maybe Chief Yako would still be alive.
I don't know if what we did was right or wrong. But either way, I think it would have ended like this eventually.
Surprisingly, she didn't show back up into this chapter's whole case. Like I I could have sworn the one thing I was gonna make I was so confident about, if you remember, like a stream or two ago in this game, was like she was like, oh, she can't help, and then she like almost like stormed away, and at that moment I was like, oh, she's gonna like sneak back in or something to this, at least to the case somehow, but it didn't seem to be the case.
I'm glad to see that you've returned safely.
I was wrong.
Thank you.
To tell the truth, while you were at the lab, I looked into Chief Yako's past a bit.
Huh?
I was just
She was
curious.
snooping.
Do you remember that talk on the submarine?
To me, this town is my life. My bitter past, my fun memories, they're all right here. I just wanted to protect the happiness I found within arm's reach. But it wasn't easy. It was too much for me to handle on my own. And as a result, I lost everything. I was an empty shell until you all came along.
In short, the Chief lost his wife 4 years ago. She was a researcher at Amaterasu's lab.
The Chief's wife was an Amaterasu researcher?
On top of that, his wife's death was declared an accident. But there seems to be more to the story. At the time, the lab's head researcher was suspected of leaking technological information. It was the Chief's wife that blew the whistle. If what she said was true, he would have been removed. But on the day before the commission came to investigate, an experiment went wrong and exploded, killing her.
It's obvious that someone was trying to silence her.
Yeah. Chief Yako probably suspected that too. He was conducting his own investigation. In the end, I don't know what conclusion he reached.
So that's who the Chief wanted to protect most. It's what he meant when he said he lost everything.
And the person his wife accused was... Weska.
Dr. Weska.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I do, Kirby.
No, it doesn't ring a bell. It's getting late. Let's head back to the detective agency. The Chief's final words. I think they were actually meant for himself.
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind. But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too. In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain. So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
But I think he was wrong. Because everyone is mourning you, Chief. Chief, I've made up my mind. No matter how cruel it may be, I will expose the truth hidden in this city.
Yeah. Let's go, Yuma. Let's go, Yuma. We have one more chapter to solve. We got this.
Did you come up with this dish yourself? I've never had anything so tasty.
Thank you. Cooking is all I'm really good at, after all.
Are you hungry? Can I make you something at the agency?
Well, I guess I haven't eaten in a while.
What? This Splatty is gonna mix something dangerous into your food. I suggest you stay far away. All right. What should I make? I need to cheer you up.
Oh, that's side-eye.
Go on ahead and make something in the kitchen.
She seems rather considerate. She's a nice girl.
Yeah.
I wish you'd be more considerate to me. Aren't you gonna talk to that anemic vampire?
1 second. Just looking around. Okay.
Yuma, does light shine into your world now that you've obtained the truth?
I don't know. It's like you said. I feel as though the world's ended. I tried so hard to find the truth. Should I not have done that?
You should ask yourself that tomorrow. The you of tomorrow will have an answer for the you of today.
As usual, I'm not quite sure what you mean, Vivia. What's that?
It was hidden in the drawer of the chief's desk. It seems like a letter from Anonymous.
Anonymous? You mean Yomi?
Of course, he didn't know Anonymous was Yomi. This letter mentioned the truth behind his wife's death 4 years ago.
The truth?
It describes how Dr. Weska conspired to murder her. The facts were laid out, cold and calculated. I wonder, how did the chief feel when he read it? It's not hard to imagine him burning with a desire for revenge against Dr. Weska. By the way, this letter arrived right after I was dispatched to Kanai Ward. In other words, the motive and means were both in the chief's hands.
So the letter was the trigger.
In my ghost form, I've seen the chief staring at this letter in secret many times. Back then, I didn't know what he was reading, but I know the chief was thinking about it constantly. Perhaps the map of the lab was sent together with this letter.
If so, then it was a total setup.
I'm sure the chief deeply regretted using our fortes as part of his crime. Or maybe that's just the truth I seek. Maybe it's nothing more than wishful thinking.
You might be right. I think the chief wavered back and forth the whole time.
Yeah, I agree.
Some people think Vivia is cold-hearted, but I think he cared deeply for the chief. He really did admire him.
Well, I think he's terrible at showing it. He needs to work on his facial expressions at the very least.
By the way, Yuma, Yomi definitely was the mastermind who worked in the shadows to put this together. But that aside, there's one more person I'm curious about.
You mean Makoto Kagutsuchi? I know. Do you think it was a coincidence he brought me to the lab today? Or... Oh, the phone.
It's a call from the WDO. We should go back inside.
Spooky. Who from the WDO? WDO. Who could be calling at such an hour? Is it, what was it? Was it number 1? God, we haven't thought about this character since the beginning of the game. Number 1? Was that his name? Because I think I made a Kids Next Door reference.
I know about your
Yeah, look at this guy.
Who could have suspected that a proud detective of the WDO would commit murder?
He doesn't know anything.
If only the World Detective Organization had sent support to Kanai Ward sooner.
Stop it. There's no point in saying that now.
I can hear you. Enough idle talk. Focus.
It's like I can hear you.
The only thing a detective must do is solve cases. Concentrate on solving mysteries. Emotions will only shackle you as a detective.
emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. I know you're suffering from the loss of your chief, but the investigation must continue. Until Kanai Ward's ultimate secret is revealed, the great global mystery will never be solved. These are heavy responsibilities. It demands your complete attention.
In that case, please tell us, what is the great global mystery? Many master detectives have already been killed. Keeping us in the dark could lead to more deaths. Like what happened to our chief.
Very well. The great global
shit,
mystery
what is it gonna be?
is a mass kidnapping case.
Huh? Kidnapping?
Yes, countless people from around the world have been kidnapped and taken to Kanai Ward. We are searching for the heinous criminal responsible.
Heinous criminal?
What?
Lots of people have been taken to Kanai Ward?
But where could they gather that many people in this city?
Well, I have an idea.
Huh? Seriously?
Alara seems to know something. You'd better go have a chat, Master.
The restricted area. They could gather all the kidnapped people there.
You're right. That would be the perfect place to hide them.
I was planning on discussing it later, but there is some new information about that place. It appears that the restricted area does in fact have a corpse disposal facility.
However, there are lots of rumors about the restricted area. For example, they even say it's a corpse disposal facility where bodies from Kanai Ward are dumped off. What? That rumor was true?
In Kanai Ward, corpses rot easily due to the humidity from the rain, so they are quick to retrieve bodies. The corpses are then loaded onto trucks and transported to the restricted area for disposal. But that process is managed by a department with a handful of people working directly for Amaterasu's CEO. On top of that, they are only involved in transportation. They aren't aware of what happens afterwards. How the bodies are buried and who buries them is a mystery.
All of this secrecy around the burials. It's suspiciously cautious.
The CEO is that Makoto guy, right? Does he have something to do with the corpse burials?
But how is the global kidnapping case related to a corpse disposal facility?
I know! They are forcing the kidnapped people to bury the bodies!
I doubt it. Why bother kidnapping just for that?
Anyway, there's definitely something happening in the city. Something sinister.
We just don't know what it is.
While we're at it, perhaps I should share the information I've obtained as well.
Huh? You got something too?
That anemic vampire knows something. I sure wish we'd gotten the whole story right away.
I don't know if it has anything to do with what's going on here, but while I was using spectral projection to search for the secret lab, I kept hearing about a strange rumor in town. There's a taboo among Kanai Ward's residents. Something they must never discuss in front of outsiders.
Taboo?
He's probably the only one who could have learned that. I doubt anyone would mention it in front of detectives.
So what was it about?
The Blank Week Mystery.
The Blank Week Mystery?
Blank Week.
Unfortunately, all I know is its name, and that it's taboo to mention it in Kanai Ward.
Huh? That's it? I don't get it.
Well, it does sound ominous. Maybe it has something to do with the mass kidnapping and the restricted area.
But all we have to go on is the term.
The Blank Week Mystery is taboo in Kanai Ward. I wonder if Kurumi has heard about it. I should ask her after this meeting with number 1.
She's an informant who may be hiding information. If that's true, we'll have to torture the info out of her.
The Great Global Mystery, the Restricted Area, the Blank Week Mystery, and a heinous criminal pursued by the WDO. After coming this far, we're still discovering more mysteries. How are they all connected? What is going on in Kanai Ward?
Listen closely, detectives.
Ah.
If this case is ignored, more people will fall victim. You are the only ones who can stop it.
Thank you, sir. I totally trust
The
you.
World Detective Organization never overlooks a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. As always, we are aiming for a perfect solution. Now that I'm involved in this case, I will guide us to that end. Go forth, proud detectives. Eliminate all
Oh my...
What? What's going on?
I saw the sentence cut off on the subtitles, but I was like, wait, what?
I heard an explosion.
Oh no.
What's that? Another branch. A news flash. All right, give me the video feed.
We bring you breaking news. The WDO headquarters has been struck by a terrorist bombing.
Oh,
here's live footage
great.
from the scene. You can see the fierce fire consuming it. For those of you just tuning in,
Terror attack? The WDO. What's going on?
What is this? What is happening? Master, this is...
What? Oh, fuck.
What?
Oh, shit. It was a trap.
I must rewind.
No.
It's gas. Everyone, hold your breath.
I wanna die someday.
Classic Vivia.
Hey, Master! Master!
There we go. We did it. Oh, it's so late. Oh, it's so late. Oh, I'm a sleepy person. I yawned a million times during that whole stream. Probably a lot of what you've heard. S's? I mean, my health is going to be the thing that fucks me over again. Great. S rank. I took too many hits again. Look at that, I ranked up twice, which gave me 4 more skill points. I can buy another thing. I can buy another thing. Let's see, let's look at all this. Look at all these double S's. Oh, man. Excellent. Double S for excellent. Alright, we'll go ahead and save here then. I would go ahead and save. Yeah, sure. Bam. Good enough. All of them are Mystery Labyrinth except this one. I fucked up this one. I didn't do it all uniform. Oh well. Cool. Chapter 4, like I said, I'm pretty dang sure that there are just 5 chapters. So I think we have one more chapter, which then means, again, assuming it's structured like the other chapters and has similar length, we have at most 3 more streams of this game for the final chapter here. So that's exciting. We'll probably see the ending to this game in the next week or so. As I said, new game tomorrow. Starting a new game tomorrow on the stream, on the channel. Assuming nothing like pops up or I cancel stream or something. That's a possibility. Who knows? Always a possibility. So I don't make commitments. No commitments to the channel, despite me trying my best to still stay as consistent as possible. So we'll see. But in theory, the plan is, as of right now, start a new game. I'm excited to play it. A game I've been meaning to play for quite some time now. So many hints have been dropped about what it could possibly be, but I don't know. Game that I've been wanting to play for a while. More on the testing my abilities on my gaming abilities more closely than compared to a lot of the visual novels and or other types of games I've been playing recently, because I love to mix those types of games in occasionally. Show that I still got it, you know. All right, but until then, I'm gonna pass out in like 2 minutes, so I need to log out. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We're gonna wrap up this game soon, shortly. We'll probably be back on this game again, assuming I don't change things around, probably Wednesday. So in 2 more days time, we'll start in on chapter 5. So then only a matter of time till we finish. So thanks so much for watching. Catch you in another stream. Have a nice rest of your night. Yada, yada, yada. So long.